Hello, you beautiful beings. 'Tis the season of giving. And I was thinking about this year some of the most beautiful gifts that I have received. And one that came to mind was about 5 years ago. I was going through, not my first, but my second divorce. And it was a really difficult time. Um, Basically, my whole world was falling apart. I didn't know what was going to happen next. And worse than that, I didn't understand. I didn't understand life anymore. And I felt like I was in a pit of quicksand. And every time I moved or tried to get out, and the more frantic I got, the deeper I would sink, and the more the pressure would come in to where I just couldn't even move. I felt paralyzed in my own life. And so I decided to do some different trainings, trying to get out of my head. And during this training, a book was read to me. Now, it had concepts in it that, of course, I had heard before, but maybe it was the position that I was at and the place that I was at emotionally in my life. It just really shifted my perspective, and it planted a seed. It planted a seed that was able to help me remember who I was and to go within, and it gave me hope. It gave me hope. And sometimes that's all we need is hope. And a shift in perspective can do that. So I would like to read this book to you as a Christmas gift. And so I hope you'll bear with me, but I promise that you will love it and it will touch your heart as it did mine. The Little Soul and the Sun by Neale Donald Walsch. Once upon, let me show you the pictures. Once upon no time, there was a little soul who said to God, I know who I am. And God said, well, that's wonderful. Who are you? And the little soul shouted, I'm the light. God smiled a big smile. That's right, God exclaimed. You are the light. The little soul was so happy, for he had figured out what all the souls in the kingdom were here to figure out. Wow, said the little soul, this is really cool. But soon, knowing who it was not enough, and the little soul felt stirrings inside, and now wanted to know who it was. And the little soul went back to God, which is not a bad idea for souls who want to be who they really are. And he said, hi, God, now that I know who I am, is it okay for me to be it? And God said, you mean you want to be who you already are? Well, replied the little soul, it's one thing to know who I am, and it's another thing altogether to actually be it. I want to feel what it is like to be the light. But you already are the light, God repeated, smiling again. Yes, but I want to see what it feels like, cried the little soul. Well, said God with a chuckle, I suppose I should have known you were always the adventuresome one. Then God's expression changed. There is only one thing. What? Asked the little soul. Well, there is nothing else but the light. You see, I created nothing but what you are, and so there is no easy way for you to experience yourself who you are, since there is nothing that you are not. Huh? Said the little soul, who was now a little confused. Think of it this way, said God. You are like a candle in the sun. Oh, you are there, all right, along with a million cajillion other candles who make up the sun, and the sun would not be the sun without you. Nah, it would not be the sun without one of its candles, and that would not be a sun at all, for it would not shine as brightly. Yet, how to know yourself as the light when you are amidst the light? That is the question. Well, said the little soul, you are God. You figure it out. Think of something. Once more God smiled. I already have. Since you cannot see yourself as the light when you are in the light, we'll surround you with darkness. "What is darkness?" the little soul asked. And God replied, "It is that which you are not." "Will I be afraid of the dark?" cried the little soul. "Only if you choose to be," God answered. "There's nothing really to be afraid of unless you decide that there is. You see, we're making it all up. We're pretending." "Oh," said the little soul, and felt better already. Then God explained that in order to experience anything at all, the exact opposite of it will appear. It is a great gift. God said, because without it, you cannot know what anything is like. You would not know warm without cold. You would not know up without down. You would not know slow without fast. You would not know left without right. Here without there, and now without then. And so, God concluded, when you are surrounded with darkness, do not shake your fist and raise your voice and curse the darkness. Rather, be the light unto the darkness, and don't be mad about it. When you will know, then you will know who you really are, and others will know too. Let your light so shine that everyone will know how special you are. You mean it's okay to let others know how special I am? Asked the little soul. Of course, God chuckled. It's very okay. But remember, special doesn't mean better. Everybody is special, each in their own way. Yet many others have forgotten that. They will see that it's okay for them to be special only when they see that it's okay for you to be special. Wow, said the little soul, dancing and skipping and laughing and jumping with joy. I can be as special as I want to be. Yes, you can, and you can start right now, said God, who is dancing and skipping and laughing right along with the little soul. So, what part of special do you want to be? What part is special? The little soul repeated. I don't understand. Well, God explained. Being the light is being special. Being special has a lot of parts to it. It's special to be kind. It's special to be gentle. It's special to be creative. It's special to be patient. Can you think of any other ways it's special to be? The little soul sat quietly for a moment. I can think of lots of ways to be special, the little soul exclaimed. It is special to be helpful. It is special to be sharing. It is special to be friendly. It is special to be considerate of others. Yes, God agreed. You can be all of those things, or any part of special that you wish to be at any moment. That is what it means to be the light. I know what I want to be. I know what I want to be, the little soul announced with great excitement. I want to be the part of special that is called forgiving. Isn't it special to be forgiving? Oh yes, God assured the little soul. That is very special. Okay, said the little soul, that is what I want to be. I want to be forgiving. I want to experience myself as that. Good, said God. But there's one thing you should know. The little soul was becoming a bit impatient now. It always seemed as though there was some complication. What is it? The little soul sighed. There is no one to forgive. No one? Said the little soul. He could hardly believe what he had heard. No one, God repeated. Everything I have made is perfect. There is not a single soul in all creation that is less perfect than you. Look around. And then it was that the little soul realized a large crowd had gathered. Souls had come from far and wide, from all across the kingdom, for the word had gone out that the little soul was having this extraordinary conversation with God. And everyone wanted to hear what they were saying. Looking at the countless other souls gathered there, the little soul had to agree. No one appeared less wonderful, less magnificent, or less perfect than the little soul itself. Such was the wonder of the souls gathered around. And so bright was their light that the little soul could scarcely gaze upon them. Who then to forgive? Asked God. Boy, this is going to be no fun at all, grumbled the little soul. I wanted to experience myself as one who forgives. I wanted to know what that part of special felt like, and the little soul learned what it must have felt like to be sad. But just then a friendly soul stepped forward from the crowd. Not to worry, little soul. the friendly soul said. I will help you. You will? The little soul brightened. But what can you do? Well, I can give you someone to forgive. You can? Well, certainly, chirped the little friendly soul. I can come into your next lifetime and do something for you to forgive. But why? Why would you do that? The little soul asked. You who are a being of such utter perfection, you who vibrate with such speed that it creates light so bright that I can hardly gaze upon you. What could cause you to want to slow down your vibration to such a speed that your bright light would become dark and dense? What would cause you, who are so light that you dance upon the stars and move throughout the kingdom with the speed of your thought, to come into my life and make yourself heavy, that you could do this bad thing? Simple, the friendly soul said. I would do it because I love you. The little soul seemed surprised at the answer. Don't be so amazed, said the friendly soul. You have done the same thing for me. Don't you remember? Oh, we have danced together, you and I, many times. Through the eons and across the ages, we have danced. Across all time in many places we have played together. You just don't remember. We have both been all of it. We have been the up and down of it. We have been the left and the right of it. We have been the here and the there and the now and the then. And we have been the male and the female and the good and the bad. We have both been the victim and the villain of it. Thus, we have come together, you and I, many times before, each bringing to the other the exact and perfect opportunity to express and to experience who we really are. And so the friendly soul explained a little further, I will come into your next lifetime and be the bad one this time. I will do something really terrible. And when you experience, and then you will get to experience yourself as one who forgives. But what are you going to do? The little soul asked, just a little nervously. That would be so terrible. Oh, replied the friendly soul with a twinkle. We'll think of something. Then the friendly soul seemed to turn serious and said in a quiet voice, You're right about one thing, you know. What is that? The little soul wanted to know. I have to slow down my vibration and become very heavy to do this not so nice thing. I will have to pretend to be something very unlike myself, and so I have but one favor to ask of you in return. Oh, anything, anything, cried the little soul, and it began to dance and sing. I get to be forgiving, I get to be forgiving. Then the little soul saw that the friendly soul was remaining very quiet. What is it? The little soul asked. What can I do for you? You are such an angel to be willing to do this for me. Of course this friendly soul is an angel. God interrupted. Everyone is. Always remember, I have sent you nothing but angels. And so the little soul wanted more than ever to grant the friendly soul's request. What can I do for you? The little soul asked again. In that moment that I strike you and smite you, the friendly soul replied. In that moment that I do the worst thing to you that I could possibly do. In that very moment. Yes, said the little soul. Yes. The friendly soul became quieter still. Just remember who I really am. Oh, I will, cried the little soul. I promise. I will always remember you. I will see you right here. I will always remember you and see you the way you are right here, right now. Good, said the friendly soul, because you see, I will have been pretending so hard that I will have forgotten myself. And if you don't remember me as I am, I may not be able to remember for a very long time. And if I forget who I am, you maybe even will forget who you are. And then we'll have to wait for another soul to come along and remind us of both who we are. No, we won't, said the little soul. He promised again, I will remember you, and I will thank you for bringing me this gift, the chance to experience myself as who I am. And so the agreement was made, and the little soul went forth into the new lifetime, excited to be the light, which was very special, and excited to be that part of special called forgiveness. And the little soul waited anxiously to be able to experience itself as forgiveness and to thank the other soul who made it possible. And all of the moments in that new lifetime, whenever a new soul appeared on the scene, whether that new soul brought joy or sadness, and especially if it brought sadness, the little soul thought of what God had said. Always remember, God said, I have sent you nothing but angels. I hope that you enjoyed this book. I just love it. Again, it's called The Little Soul and the Sun. It's good to remember who we are.